Greetings, I'm Dasa. If this were my last day on earth, what would I say? I would ask you, do you love God? Then I would cry because I don't love God enough. Because I wasted my life in what are, in hindsight, trivial pursuits. Now, as my time here is over, it is painfully obvious I wasted so much time. But somehow, somewhere, over the rainbow, I do love God. Deep down inside, I must love God. There can be no other reality. If we are at all sane, how could there be any other reality? It is the height of insanity to look at a beautiful sunset or the awesome, infinite, starry-night sky in the desert and to not at least believe in God. Even though we are so weak to the uncontrolled senses, to be not able to hold on to that beautiful realization for very long. It is when we connect with a true lover of God that we get the deep sense that there is at least some possibility that we too can love God. Do we have to behave ourselves and follow various rules and regulations to love God? Or is it that the more we love God, the more the rules and regulations become distant things that we are happy to do or not to do as is the norm and is required? Sharing with others the beauty and glory of God becomes everything. There are two kinds of sharing or proclaiming God's glory, public and private. Public proclaiming is proselytizing, organized advertising, and inviting people to attend properly prepared programs. And private sharing is daily living in association with like-minded devotees of God. Now, Onlywayism is a problem. That Onlywayism is a digital thing, either on or off, 1 or 0. Existence is inconceivably simultaneously digital and linear. There is a time and place for both. In the case of Onlywayism, it is true that there is only one way to God, and that way is up. But on a conical mountain peak, despite the only way to the top being to go up, there are also many starting points and pathways. Only the peak goal needs to be the same. Therefore, the call is for someone to send up a drone circling all around the different upward bona fide paths and propagating the conception of the same highest, all-accommodating, spiritual, beautiful God waiting to be found at the peak. When all climbing aspirants of different bona fide religious conception pathways understand the conception of climbing up a conical mountain on different bona fide paths to reach the same beautiful, all-accommodating God at the peak, that would go a long way toward harmony among humans. And what must occur first for universal unity among various religious traditions? Simply that all aspirants understand the concept of climbing up a conical mountain to reach the same beautiful, universal, all-accommodating God at the peak, and to convert from only way pathism to only way directionism, which is up. The peak, the highest, all-attractive, all-accommodating conception of God, is of God in the center of all types of attractive, pure love relationships, from newborns to toddlers to teenagers to adult to senior citizen. Of all these life cycle sequential loving relationship positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which one is in the center? What is the central position in the string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's right, 3. Teenage is at the central position. Teenage God is the central, all-attractive, all-accommodating, playful God. Think on that for a second. All-accommodating God is central to the Supreme Godhead, and humans, as parts and parcels of God, in the unfallen state, mirror all-accommodatingness. What is needed for universal harmony is one peak vision of all-attractive, all-accommodating, playful, teenage, sweet God, and on the human side, one peak vision of an all-accommodating human diet. The healthy, all-accommodating diet of humans is given by God in many places. In Genesis 1:29, where God gave every plant and tree with fruit. In Bhagavad Gita 9:26, where God gave a leaf, a flower, fruit, and water in a loving mood. In Mahayana Sutra, in the philosophical classical West, starting with Pythagoras, in individual heartfelt sensibility, starting in children, and by modern plant-based vegan nutritional science. My self-authored Harvard School of Health and Cornell University connected nutrition book, Eat Your Way to Health, Healing, Kindness, and the Plant Life Cycle, is available directly from me for a low price at MDASA, the number 1, S as in Sam, M as in Michael, D as in David, A, S as in Sam, A, 1, MDASA1 at gmail.com, or on Amazon, online, etc. Now, not everyone can partake of a meat eater's meal because vegetarians and vegans don't eat meat. And not everyone can eat a vegetarian meal because vegans don't eat dairy. But what everyone can eat is a plant-based vegan meal. A healthy plant-based vegan meal can accommodate everyone, but meat or dairy meals cannot. So by definition, a plant-based vegan meal is all-accommodating. And in view of God's all-accommodatingness, is godly. Even the most hardcore hunter meat eater, if starving, would happily eat a plant-based vegan meal. All-accommodating. And God, the bold, fearless, playful teenager, is centrally all-attractive and all-accommodating, fulfilling the necessity of all varieties of loving mood relationships with God. All-accommodating, free and unbound God, and all-accommodating human diet. According to the oldest scripture, the Vedas, sweetest God, both halves, supreme enjoyer and the supreme enjoyed of the total Godhead, is teenage Radha Krishna. Srimati Radharani is beautiful God, Sri Krishna's even more divinely beautiful eternal consort. Beautiful Sri Radha Krishna's effective peak teenage pastime age is 16 and a half for Krishna and 15 and a half for Srimati Radharani. Both together are the sweet 16 teenage God. Sweet 16, my sweet Lord. Our peak time to love sweet God is right now. May the ultimate, beautiful, divine couple bless all with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you very much.